Hey everyone, welcome back. This video I'm going to be ranking Led Zeppelin's albums from my least favorite to my favorite. Just like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin never released a bad album. Every album they released is amazing. So I'm going to get started. Again, this is only the studio album, so a song remains the same, won't be involved along with BBC sessions or How the West Was Won. Forgot to name that for a second. Although I did include the one compilation album, and it's coming in last, which is Coda. Coda was released in '82. I think Zeppelin had one more album for their contract to be released, and Bonham had died already in 1980, so cool kind of gatefold. So I guess this is just kind of a final album of a bunch of B-sides they had. We're going to groove Poor Tom, an alternate version of I Can't Quit You Baby, Walter's Walk, Ozone Baby, Darlene, Bonzo's Montreux, which is another instrumental, and Wearing and Tearing. I mean, it's Led Zeppelin, so it's not terrible, but it's not a good album at all. Of course, I Can't Quit You Baby is good, and I actually like Ozone Baby off of here, but again, it's Zeppelin. Zeppelin's only '80 album. Coming in next is In Through the Outdoor, missing the paper bag sleeve that it came in. In Through the Outdoor came out in '79, and by that time synthesizers were in, and there's a lot of synthesizers used on this. Not as guitar heavy, being that it is Jimmy Page, but still some great songs on here. It's got the hits. Fool in the Rain, All My Love, probably two of their biggest hits they had. I still get radio play, hear them on the radio all the time. And it also opens up with In the Evening, which is a pretty heavy song. The only track, I feel like Carol Solambra is a little too long in here. And Hot Dog is kind of a fun song. Kind of put it up there with Aerosmith's Big 10-inch, where it's kind of a fun, goofy song. So yeah, In Through the Outdoor. Coming in next, this was kind of hard because this is the one album I probably go to now because I listen to Zeppelin so much, and it's gonna be Presence. Came out in 1976. Wasn't a huge hit for him. Did have the hit Nobody's Fault But Mine. I believe that was the only hit off of here, but also has one of my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin songs and one of the most epic songs, Achilles' Last Stand. Opens the album in like just over 10 minutes. Yeah, it's different for a Zeppelin album. Doesn't have all the classic hits. Kind of some goofy photos with this black thing, whatever that is. Overall, an amazing album. Only 7 tracks. And I picked the vinyl version, which doesn't have the names on there. And offhand, I don't remember the track listing. Yeah, Nobody's Fault But Mine, Kenny Still Rock, Hot Song for No One. T for One is amazing. Amazing song to end this album. The reason I say I go for this is because this isn't on the radio as much. Very, very rarely you'll hear Nobody's Fault But Mine on the radio still. But besides that, that's why I go for this album, because it doesn't feature all the radio hits. Alright, now, it was kind of tough to rank these next 6 albums. Only because they're so amazing. There's just one of these albums is better than a lot of bands' entire catalog. Now, these next 2 might flip-flop. Yeah, I'm going to keep it how I have it. Led Zeppelin III. Very acoustic-driven album. Recorded with the kind of their mobile studio out in the field. Led Zeppelin III actually had, I think, it broke the record for most pre-orders, and most pre-orders of an album of all time before it came out. Of course, coming out in 1970 after Led Zeppelin 1 and Led Zeppelin 2. The huge hit off of this is Immigrant Song. Also the very bluesy, amazing song, Since I've Been Loving You. It's got some good stuff on here. Out on the Tiles, Friends. What else is on here that's pretty good? Tangerine, which is amazing. Ron You're Our Stomp. That's the Way. It's featured in Almost Famous. Gallows Pole, another amazing song. And Celebration Day. The only song I don't like off here is the last song off here, Hats Off to Roy Harper. It's not that great of a song. Kind of feels like a filler to me. And coming in next, a lot of people may disagree with this, but I'm going with Led Zeppelin IV, or the Untitled album, Runes, whatever you want to call it, Zoso. The reason a lot of people may disagree with me with this, because this is probably one of their most iconic, well-known albums. Features, of course, Stairway to Heaven, and the gatefold artwork shows you Stairway to Heaven there. Opens up with Black Dog, and then Raiding the Rock and Roll, which I can do without hearing again. I heard Black Dog so many times. If I put this on, I'm kind of skipping over them first two tracks, or I'm not paying attention. Third track is, well, I'm drawing a blank. I know it, but I can't think of the name of it right now. The Battle of Evermore, sorry. Kind of reminds me of a Renaissance fair song. And then, of course, Stairway to Heaven, which I don't need to say anything about. It's amazing. It's been so long. Second side opens up with Misty Mountain Hop, which is amazing, amazing song. I always loved that song. Second side is much stronger, in my opinion. Four Sticks, Going to California, and of course it ends with the very heavy When the Levee Breaks. But like I said, this album is so overplayed. It's the reason it's coming higher than the other ones. Alright, this one hurts me to put there because this is one of my all-time favorite albums. Led Zeppelin 1. Just amazing debut. Debuted in January of 1969. Amongst, all the hippie bands, the psychedelic stuff was going on. The Beatles just released a White Album. Pink Floyd just got released Montgomery and stuff like that. Saucer Full of Secrets. David Gilmour joined the band. So this definitely stood out in the 60s. Definitely a different sound, and you could tell that the 70s were going to go into a good period with a band like this. Opens up, this is just full of hits. Good Times, Bad Times, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. You Shook Me, which is a Willie Dixon cover. Dazed and Confused, which is a classic album, or a classic song, excuse me. And of course, the title will go on to influence a movie of the same name, and pretty much, good times, getting stoned, getting drunk, dropping acid, whatever. Next up is the very piano organ-driven by John Paul Jones, Your Time Is Gonna Come, which is one of my favorite songs off this album. It's the one obscure song I feel like it always gets overlooked on an album like this. Has the acoustic instrumental, Black Mountain Side. Of course, the hit, Communication Breakdown. Relaxed version of I Can't Quit You, Baby, which is another Willie Dixon cover. And then the How Many More Times. Amazing, amazing song. One of my favorite songs off of here. The funny part is How Many More Times is listed in like 3 minutes under here. And I don't know if the very, very first pressings had the full version, but the full version is like 8 minutes. So they put the 3 minutes in, and then it like kind of relaxes. Then the drums come back in, and just like a total jam out session, and they totally rock out at the end. All right, coming in next is Physical Graffiti. Again, tough for me to have this is the third, but tough for me to have it this low. A lot of people don't know this, but Physical Graffiti is actually like a compilation album. Features a lot of songs that were never released but recorded between 1970 and 1974. Of course, this was released in 1975. Features the hits, of course, Kashmir, which is amazing, Trampled Underfoot. The Wonton song was a minor hit. I remember hearing the radio here and there. And also House is the Holy, another one of the huge hits off of this album. Also features maybe my favorite Led Zeppelin song, which is The Rover. 2-disc set, opens up with Custard Pie, The Rover, In My Time of Dying, 11-minute steel slide guitar jam out. Then it goes into House of the Holy, Trampled Underfoot, and Kashmir. And then the second side opens up with the amazing, amazing Incendiary song, In the Light. Then it goes right into the acoustic instrumental. I'm going to pull this out again. These vinyls don't have the track listings on there. Only the first step one does. Spins, so make sure I get these right. You have Ron Your R, Down by the Seaside, which is a really cool pop song. 10 Years Gone, which is another amazing track. I don't know if that was a hit song, but it was featured on Led Zeppelin's Greatest Hits. Night Flight, the Wonton song, Boogie with Stew, Black Country Woman, and Sick Again. This album is so good. I love this. Physical Graffiti. Alright, coming in next, Led Zeppelin II. I picked this because of the significance of this album. Released in, I believe, October of '69. It was definitely late '69. Gatefold has the has the track listing there. Kind of an odd cover, I always thought, with the band members, with these other guys. I don't know if they're supposed to be bikers, pilots, cops. I don't know what the hell they are. Yeah, weird cover there, but of course iconic. Opens up with Whole Lot of Love, probably Led Zeppelin's most recognizable riff, and this is just full of hit songs too. What Is It, What Should Never Be, the Lemon Song, Thank You, second side, Heartbreaker, Rated a Living, Love and Made. Ramble On. Drawing a blank. I haven't listened to these in so long just because they're so overplayed. Ramble On, Moby Dick, the great iconic drum solo from John Bonham, and ends with one of my favorite and I feel like most underrated Led Zeppelin songs, Bring It On Home. It's got starts off with the harmonica and the muting on the guitar, then it just totally jams out. Totally heavy song. But yeah, Led Zeppelin II. And coming in as probably my favorite Led Zeppelin album. It's kind of tough to put this, it's between this and Physical Graffiti. But I just feel like this album is just perfect. Houses of Holy. It doesn't feature the title track, Houses of Holy. It's not a title track, but it doesn't feature the track Houses of Holy because it's on Physical Graffiti. Although it opens up with The Song Remains the Same, which the name kind of stuck with Led Zeppelin. They named their live movie and soundtrack from the movie that. Right Into the Rain song. And then one of my favorite songs, Over the Hills and Far Away. And the first side ends with The Crunch. Kind of a funky, different track for Zeppelin. Definitely different for them. Second side, more hits, Dancing Days, covered by Stone Temple Pilots, into Dear Maker, I believe it's called, Dire Maker. I still, to this day, don't know how to pronounce it. You might not know by the title, but if you heard it, you definitely knew it. And then it goes into Zeppelin's most psychedelic song, No Quarter. Just amazing song, and kind of unexpected for Zeppelin at the time, especially when this came out in '73. And then it ends with the amazing powerful song, The Ocean. The guitars and drums cannot be heavier in that song. Just an amazing album. Houses of Holy. I kind of like how Zeppelin would put albums out like this without their name on it. They were so iconic even back then that they just knew. The only thing I think is a little weird is the Naked Kids. Could do without the Naked Kids, but the colors are cool, especially the gatefold. It's a naked grown man holding a naked grown woman, and of course the cool lyrics, House of the Holy. So yeah, that's my list for Led Zeppelin. Like I said, I don't want to say greatest albums because they're all amazing, from my least favorite to my favorite. And let's go over them again. Number 1, House of the Holy. 2 is Led Zeppelin II. No pun intended. 3, Physical Graffiti. 4, Led Zeppelin 1. 5, Led Zeppelin 4. 6, Led Zeppelin 3. 7 is Presence. 8 is In Through the Outdoor. And 9 is Led Zeppelin's final album, Coda. Again, thanks for watching. DeleteSimsRock.com. Go check it out. It's my band. And everyone stay safe. Everyone stay healthy during this COVID-19 outbreak. And I may do another video today. Also, the next 25 essential albums videos coming soon. Just gonna kind of put that list together. And I might have to do it in 4 parts because there's so many albums that I love and amazing. Alright, thanks for watching. And subscribe.